Social media marketing. Everyone is doing that. But are you putting efforts into the right platform? Find out the answer to that plus more on today's episode of the Wolf of Marketing podcast. In one way or another, everyone is a marketer. But how do you unleash your marketing abilities that will boost profit? In this podcast, you'll get answer to that plus more. I'm Zadul H and welcome to the Wolf of Marketing. There are over 4.1 billion internet users in the world, among which 3.2 billion are actively using social media. The stat is pretty clear, Facebook being the leader, followed by YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So, should you be hitting all of them with your available resources? First of all, if you are just starting out, or even if you have a good amount of ROI being generated every month, there's no need to invest in every social media platform out there. You should target based on your audience, depending on your product or service. You should try to find out the social media platform that your potential customers are using. Whether it's customer product, consumer product, or B2B service, whatever the type may be, Facebook is a must due to the amount of active user it has. Investing your resources in Facebook marketing won't go to waste. Whether it be Samsung or Airbnb, everyone is using Facebook to market their product or services. If there's a single social media network that you should be targeting, it should definitely be Facebook. Although Facebook is changing their algorithm and giving less exposure to businesses and advertisements, if you have the right strategy, you can bring out a massive amount of ROI from Facebook alone. So if you have a bit more to invest, then you should expand to Instagram and Twitter, because to manage these two social media platforms, you won't actually need a lot of extra efforts. Many companies publish the same content on different platforms across the different platforms, so you can do that as well. By doing that, you can reduce your content creation cost while retaining the audience from the different platforms. In that case, I would suggest to hire a dedicated social media manager to manage all the different platforms, because engaging with your audience is a must. The last thing you want is your potential customers' comment to be left unreplied. So put some efforts into managing as well as creating contents. Then if you are into B2B, then LinkedIn is the place you should target, as LinkedIn is a social media site where professionals connect and interact to generate leads for your B2B product or service. This is the place you should target. And finally, YouTube, being the second largest social media site, whether you have a B2B or B2C, with the right strategy, you can generate leads from YouTube as well. But it is a bit costly to create contents for YouTube than the other platforms. You can manage that as well with your smartphone, and we will talk about how to create contents for YouTube on a future episode. There are a couple of other social media platforms like Pinterest, Reddit, Tumblr, Flickr, and Google+, but as these are less populated platforms, these should be in the last on your hit list. So, should you be targeting all of the social media platforms? We personally don't hit all the platforms, especially the least populated platforms. We don't actually hit them, because hitting them would only cost our resources and actually will not bring a lot of benefits. So we would not invest on all the platforms. We would go for the top 3 or top 4 at most to target and invest on. So figure out where your potential audience is socializing and start connecting with them in a way that will generate value for them, even if they don't purchase from you. There's the benefit to that, which we'll discuss on a future episode. So start fresh, start with a strategic goal. Which social media platform should you target? Is the one with the most amount of your potential audience. That's all for today. See you on the next episode.